right, and it looks like our next fight is going to be No Radar versus FreeToPlayPlease. FreeToPlayPlease, of course, was the French group we saw very well. I mean, there's no other word for it, and that's dominate, make
Hens group
of Kerry Nordic, and so they've proven already that they're a team to be reckoned with in this tournament. No Radar, of course, was involved in our very first fight, and they did a very nice job of pushing. And it seemed like they had a couple jitters early, but they really recovered from it in that first fight.
Wait,
we'll
I think
see
No
how
Radar
they do.
No Radar is a team that fought recently with the Earthquake. They fought.
Right. Yes.
Yeah, they fought the other French team with Chuki and stuff like that.
Okay. Yes, Mainland Champions was involved in the first fight. Excuse me.
Yeah. Yeah, they'll actually be playing next.
Yes, and it's going to be Thurgist versus Thurgist, which will be fun.
Yep. Airthurge versus Airthurge again.
Yeah.
Yep. Before we saw, I think it was a hybrid Thurg, wasn't it? Versus a pure Airthurgist?
Yeah, he's some sort of split spot.
Yeah,
I think the Airthurge came out on top. He won the fight.
Yeah, the Airthurge did, yep. Which is no surprise, especially with the Spirit debuff.
Yeah, that Spirit debuff, he's hitting very hard with that nuke if he gets an opening. I almost feel like he did too much petting the first fight and not enough nuking, and he really could have ended that fight a lot faster, but maybe they want to establish control and kind of guarantee that there was going to be no recovery.
Yeah, it's a better safe than sorry situation. We're still early in they were still early in the tournament, and they didn't know. You can't really gauge people until you fought them already. And halfway through that fight, I think the guy realized that he can just start blasting people. So yeah, let up on the pets a little bit and started killing.
Yeah, absolutely. And we'll get to see the Enchanter again. Which of course did not have too much of an impact on their first fight. I don't know that he ever got really free to provide any DPS for No Radar.
Yeah, I feel like the Enchanter is strong, and people kind of underestimate it, but at the same time, I feel like it's a little bit harder to play in these setups, and that they kind of needed a fight to warm up, so I'm kind of interested to see if they do a little bit better this fight.
Yeah, I think you're right. And because it does take a little bit of practice and some tweaking to get your caster line having some synergy, and it really is required that Mentalist Enchanter just be kind of two minds as one, because they need to capitalize on any opening that they get.
Exactly. A lot of these fights, like when you play MA, you kind of got to recognize that you have a 3-second window to get a debuff and like 2 nukes off, and that's when you got to kill someone. A lot of people, they feel like they can't kill someone in that time frame, or they're just inexperienced in it, and I feel like maybe that first fight taught them that they can open up and kill someone real quick.
And it looks like we're having some technical difficulties on the free-to-play side. It looks like one of the players has linked edit, so we will we'll have to wait on him.
Yeah, I'll have a quick. Hey guys, do you remember who Pizza or Tasty Treats fought first, and who I think they won the first match, but do you remember who they fought against?
They just fought, so they fought Control Alt Cancel.
They only fought once,
that was
right?
their second.
They've only fought once.
Oh, they've only fought once. Okay.
Yes.
Correct.
Making sure I had the scores right. Okay, good deal.
Yeah. Glad that the scorekeeping is being done in such a formal process. Yeah.
Yep, correct. I don't think Tasty Treats had any graders on their team, so Obelisk couldn't keep up with it. Gotcha.
I mean, so far we've seen that Pizza Party has far and away the best color scheme as well. They seem to have gone very, very all in on this event.
They look like a pizza party.
They do look like a pizza party. Cheese and
yellow
pepperoni.
And red. Cheese and pepperoni. Yeah.
Some of the other groups have decided that it was, maybe not worth their time to be so synchronized, I guess. I can't think of a better word for it than synchronized. Maybe
je ne sais quoi. I got you.
So this is the first technical issue we've had, and of course it's not on the events end, but I think that's that's quite good considering that there's a lot of moving parts of which we have very little central control.
Yep. I mean, it's online tournament. It's not local. It's not LAN. It's half of it's on the other people, half it's on us. So something's gonna happen eventually, and it did. So we're just waiting on it.
So what's going to be the high priority target for no radar to focus? Are they going to have? They're going to have to focus that Thurg very heavily, but that could open them up to other classes.
Yeah.
Really.
Well, you don't want
can you
the
get to
third
the
to go
Thurg?
free. Well, the third's going to be kind of in the middle, I think, getting some pets out and also assisting. Also, a target that you can't let do whatever he wants is the bard. If the bard gets open and just totally destroys your whole group, especially your caster groups, you have no reps, you're getting CC'd. That's bad. So you kind of gotta watch out for the bard in the third. Also, you gotta keep an eye on the SM as well. It's hard. There's a lot of classes you need to interrupt, but they also need to interrupt some of your classes as well. So you have your own third,
Exactly.
you have your own Chanterment. So it goes both ways.
Yeah, I feel like the Chanter kind of has like the hardest role here. He's one of the only casters in the game that's limited to 1500 outside of his pet. I feel like he has to play almost the smartest on this team over here running the Chanter. He can't let his pet die that early like he did last fight. Hopefully he learned his lesson there that you can hold on to your pet. You don't have to send it in and die. I do this all the time. When you hold on to the pet and you wait till you have pressure in and you send the pet in, it's triple its effectiveness. Like you can't just quick cast it down. Yeah.
Fundamentally, it's about creating some chaos, right? So you can capitalize on that, because that's a lot of, I think, of what strategy in Dark Age is creating an opening by taking groups off of their preferred game plan. And when the pets fly in like that without really any support, it's very easy for the other group to focus them down.
Yeah, I feel like it's almost a strategy to send the pet in, have people focus it down while maybe your bard gets in or something like that, and kind of creates like not chaos, but kind of creates a target temporarily, and then you can just recast it real easy. I mean, you're an enchanter anyways. You're not casting near sights, you're not casting amnesia, stuff like that, and you can kind of recast your pet because you can't do anything else. But at the same time, versus a Thurg, who's probably casting pressure out, and you have to recast the pet. Maybe you need a quick acid PBAE, clear pets, stuff like that. I feel like you have to hold on to your pet for at least a little bit as the enchanter. You're not like a power alp setup.
Yeah. But this Chanter Mentalist, if they get an opening, and we were talking before the event that it's surprising how few Mentalists we see because it's such a potent class. But these guys, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Mentalists are up there in terms. They're like top 3 caster in the game in terms of DPS, utility. I mean, they can get a pet, they get near sights, they get amnesias, you get demezes. I mean, if you're light, you have a better pet but lesser heals. If you're mentalism, you have better heals, lesser pet. Like you have baseline stat debuffs. It's just insane how much a Ment brings to the table, and
not to mention War Guard and an effective.
Yeah, exactly.
ML
so you get free speedboard pretty much. I say free in parentheses. You get it free pretty much at 50. And then yeah, you have War Guard. Maybe versus tanker, you get a pet scare as well versus Thurgis. That's really key. If you can pet scare like 20 pets off people, it could be a fight changer.
Absolutely. And it looks like we're about ready to start here. No radar is moving out, and I believe that Free to Play is also ready to roll. It looks like we have a few extra people watching the fights in person. All right, and here we go. And
we have a warp
down,
and
this fight, this fight is ready to start.
That's where they're fighting. They're holding up.
Yep.
They ain't messing around this time.
Well, this fight could be very drawn out as to when it's actually going to start. They're going to have to maintain control because their setups are, I don't want to say similar because they're at least the intent of their setups is similar. Their intent of their setups is similar.
Mm-hmm.
And both groups are being very cautious. No one wants to commit yet. You can see the Bard for Free to Play is thinking about making a push.
Someone's got to make the move here, so it's up to whoever wants to be the man to say. This Chanter group, you know, they got the warp down. Oh. Here they come.
Well, that's an early purge, it looks like. Very early purge.
All right, so there's a warp from each team down. They're Venn diagrammed right now to say.
Yeah, now they're using their pets to clear the warps and that, and Free-to-Play is just being very cautious, not overcommitting.
That's so smart. Yeah, that's so smart right now.
It is very smart. Yeah.
It's either forcing the warp or it's forcing an engage, and either or could be a benefit.
Yeah.
Very
It's almost
cautious.
you can't lose here. Yeah, this is.
Oh, well, hey, Baben, welcome back to the cast. Haven't heard you in a while,
Thanks,
and
sorry.
we're
I
glad
didn't
that
want to
you're with us
interrupt
again.
you.
Oh,
Well,
we
thank
talking
you.
over you? It's good though. We're late in the tournament. It's good that we're seeing caution from other teams instead of just full-out blitzes and just making like really stinky mistakes. And I think that each team has learned from their previous fights, like kind of how to play.
Yep, agreed.
So the Zealot
I
is
think you'll see
actually
a lot
on
more.
someone.
Oh, is it?
That Bard is in there. That Bard is
Yeah,
really
he
deep
is.
in
He's-
there. This
Yep.
Okay, yeah.
Near
this
side throw.
could be very problematic. No, he's good. He's good. That was actually a
He's
nice
fine, he's
play.
fine.
It looks like they gave him some room.
Zealot's dead.
And the
Shannon pet dead.
It's thirds on thirds right now. I think the thirds
It is
just
thirds
have
on thirds.
just petted each other. The
this
air
is an
thirds
old
should win this
Mordred-like
trade.
battle.
Yeah, the air thirds should win just because of the nature of air pets.
And that third just is debuffed. He's debuffed, spirit debuffed, and
He's,
won't
Oh, he's
Yeah,
nuking.
but-
Oh, the air thirds. Oh. Oh no,
They're getting more
okay. He's
pets
back
out.
to casting.
pets
Oh,
and
oh, he's casting. I believe he's clearing pets right now.
the
Nope,
BD
he's
pets
getting
are
more out.
nuking pets.
Yeah, this
Right
is
now, the
this
defense
is
on.
impressive. It's pet on
Oh,
pet
they're
act.
dead.
Oh, third is dead.
Yeah. Third pushed up a little too far and got nuked by the other third.
Yeah, I don't
punished
know
by
why
hand.
he's pushed so far. I don't think he pushed. I don't think he ever moved, and that was a huge mistake.
they've maintained. They've got control now. Free to play has established control. The third just has been res, but he's in a very, very bad spot. And
Yeah,
he'll go
Thirg's
down
dead
again,
again.
actually.
Yep.
And they need to do something to regain
Their
some
thirds is
control
just
here.
nuking now. They
Yeah.
have complete control. They are.
They've pulled
they're
away.
just
They've
moving
pulled
out.
away from their third. This is a 5v4 now.
I don't believe they can recover from this.
I don't believe so either without their Thurgist. And yeah, this push is on. That caution that we saw from Free to Play is just, I think, really what's won them this fight. Is they're very, very, very cautious, no mistakes, waiting for an opening, waiting for their opponent. It's almost like a judo match where they're just trying to use their opponent's momentum against them, which they really have done.
I believe those BD pets were just ST, but they have come out and they're out of range of the ST. So they're just going ham again.
Yeah,
That
and
looks
there
like
goes
a,
the Bard.
Desperation
There goes
ST.
the Bard. Yeah. And this
I feel
one
like-
is all but over.
Yeah. I feel like no radar. The purple team was very composed at the beginning. They
They
were very
were.
cautious, just like FreeToPlayPlease. However, once the fight really started, they kind of lost composure, broke down a little bit, whereas FreeToPlay remained, very composed. And
It
they
really
just,
looks like
the-
a couple people in their group tried to make something happen, and
Right.
Free to Play punished them for it.
Yeah. I do respect both teams' decision to kind of, respect each other almost in the beginning there. No one went bonsai. You sent in the safe bet to clear out the warp instead of running into it. And I feel like both teams kind of, were later in the tournament and they kind of respected each other. So it ended up being a good fight. And it was longer than the other ones. I don't feel like it was a stomp until you got one death and then it kind of snowballed.